Hello, March 23rd, and this is a follow-up to the video I did yesterday about the Nectria on my Redfield trees. Now, interesting thing about this, Redfield, if you look at some of the data about it, it's very resistant to fireblight. That's kind of cool because if you look closely at the picture, you'll see that it's just sort of burning down. And a lot of times, fireblight just outright kills the tree, but this seems to slow it down. It doesn't seem to move that quickly. Now, Nectria is an opportunistic fungi. It's growing on dead wood. If you see Nectria, cutting off just the dead wood isn't going to solve your problem. You've got to keep cutting to take out the infected portion where the disease is running in the cambium layer, okay? So you need to keep going and cut back, maybe pick out a new bud to become the next apical bud, all right? But you have to take all of it out. It's also been interesting as I've been spotting in the orchard, it's always that little end bud. And sometimes I'm looking now and you'll see the crotch of a limb, and when you've got that little spur, starting inside of there, it's dead. It's burnt. And if you leave it there, it's going to start going down. You might as well cut that crotch out, take that piece of wood out, go down a little bit, pick a new apical bud, call it done. They're hard to see. Now they're easier to see because you don't have a lot of foliage. But come summer and fireblight season, if you see what look like really little strikes in there, and I'm talking dwarf trees, tall spindle, not big trees, you're going to want to figure out a way to get to that and remove it, okay? Because you just don't want that propagating through your trees. Redfield is a unique animal in that it seems to not let fireblight move quickly. I don't want to say resist. I don't want to say that it is immune. I'm just saying fireblight does not do well in Redfield. That's just fine. So I want to throw that out to you. So if you look closely at the picture, the Nectria, those little pustules, those little bumps and stuff, really obvious. And it looks to me like a burning cigarette. You just see that little smolder. This is after the Nectria is really set in. Beforehand, it's just going to be black, and the fireblight phase of it, it's going to look burnt. It looks like charcoal. It's remarkable textbook fireblight. And then the Nectria comes in afterwards, and it kind of hides it because the fireblight's now in the cambium layer, and it's hiding, and the Nectria is crawling along with it. So you want to get it as soon as you can. All right, just trying to help out here. Another thing, I'll put a link down below. Scaffolds. There. Scaffolds from Cornell University is their entomology insects pub that they put out all summer long, letting people know about what's going on, what's emerging, and what's happening in the New York and Hudson River, upstate Hudson River Valley. However, if you're like me and you're right on the border, the bugs don't care. They'll cross the state line. So there's a lot of smarts in here. There's a lot of good timing information where if it's degree days and you're like me, you keep track of degree days for your own location, you can work with their model to say, oh, I'm expecting this bug around now. Or they'll talk about how to take a biofix for a specific insect so that you use an integrated pest management philosophy rather than carpet bombing. It's what you got time for, it's what you got money for, but it's a great publication to help you come up to speed. Nice stuff from Cornell University. Last but not least, this adult beverage industry as a whole has really kind of taken a hit because of this coronavirus, and distribution channels have been disrupted. The cider makers, my friends, They really get hurt because a lot of them were in kegs through bars, and the bars are closed. Oh, horrible. And it is bad. It's costing people income. So I'd really like you to support your local beverage producer. Now, agriculture is considered an essential life-saving service, okay? On the federal level, on the state level, so far no one's locked it down, and no one has locked down beverage manufacturing, okay? Not yet. So I'd like to encourage you to stock up. If anything, stock up. CountyCider.com on their website. In Ontario, they'll have it delivered to you, and if you're local to them, they can bring it to you. Farnham Hill, I believe, is shipping out west. So all these providers are working on ways to get you your favorite bevy, and I want you to enjoy it, and I want you to help keep the industry alive. These are really good people making really top-end craft products. So that's my shout out. That's for tonight, and I'm going to stop now. Take care. Check out Scaffolds. Watch your trees. Get your copper and your oil on. 'Tis the season. Later.